Thank you all very much. I want to thank all the people whose lives that Red has touched, who come from far and near to help celebrate his life today. One of the most humbling things that happened to me when I got a call from Marcia asking me to be a speaker. It's probably the biggest gift anyone has ever given me in my life. Red has been my friend and mentor for 40 years, over 40 years. And I would not be here today doing what I have done without the mentorship and friendship of Red McCombs. When I was growing up in Fort Worth, all my friends wanted to be football players, basketball players, astronauts, doctors, lawyers. I wanted to be a businessman, not only a businessman, but someone who could help change a community. And I observed what happened in Fort Worth, the leadership there, and so I decided that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. Went to the University of Texas, went to the McCombs School of Business, learned there, then married my wife. That's where I met Renee in Austin. After graduating, we moved to San Antonio, went into a family business, non-traditional, and even though it was a successful business, I really was not able to participate. I was not in the mainstream. The city councilman from the district our business was in was Henry Cisneros. And I'd met Henry, and Henry knew of my frustrations. So when Henry decided to run for mayor, I decided to take a leap of faith and go into business for myself. And it was because of the relationship with Henry and the relationship Henry had with Red, because Red was one of the first business people to recognize the talent of Henry Cisneros. Henry introduced me to Red McCombs. And Henry explained to Red why I left the family business and why I wanted to be somebody that would help change the course of the history of San Antonio. Red and I had three things in common. Number one, he had Charlene and I had Renee. Without our wives supporting us and cheering us on, neither one of us could have done what we've done. Number two, both of us had a great love for San Antonio, Texas, the University of Texas, the football, all sports, the business school. We shared that in common. The third thing we shared in common is the desire to lead, desire to make things happen. The things, as Red told me, you want to make money, sell something to somebody. And I took that for heart. Red also told me that there were two types of people, givers and takers. For takers, he wouldn't give the time of day. For givers, he would do anything he could to help them. I was very fortunate to have Red as my mentor. One of the first things he did, knowing what I wanted to do, he wanted me to be a member of the civic group that started in 1972, over 50 years ago, by Frank Bennick. At that time was the publisher of the San Antonio Light. Now he's the chairman emeritus of Hearst Corporation. And Frank Bennick is here today. He flew in from New York to be here for his funeral. 95% of the things that I have been lucky enough to accomplish in this great city, I owe to Red McCombs. Whether it was the Freeway 151 that linked Highway 90 to 1604. The plan was to give the right-of-way, pay for half the cost of the access roads, and we would have a new freeway. Unbeknownst to me, when I asked Southwest Research of Biomedical Research, who had the key piece of property, that they were going to turn me down. So the head of Southwest Foundation at a board meeting said, there's this crazy guy who wants us to donate part of our land for a freeway. We're not going to do it. And Red was on that board and stood up, said, the hell you aren't. He says, you're going to give that land, and you're going to call Marty Wender right now and tell him and apologize for not jumping on it earlier. He also had a relationship with Governor Mark White, and with that relationship helped expedite the building of 151 that has opened up the whole west side of San Antonio, changed the direction of growth, and changed this city forever. Number two, when SeaWorld chose San Antonio to build their theme park, they first picked a site on the east side. That didn't work. Then they picked another site on the west side. It didn't work. And we were hearing that the frustrations of William Yovanovitch, he was going to pull the park out of San Antonio. It finally dawned on me that Henry couldn't get it done. No one else. Henry called me. He said, "Marty, whatever it takes, get this deal done." It finally dawned on me that Yovanovitch didn't care as much for San Antonio, but he knew that Texas was his #1 customer for school books. And I knew the key person to talk to was Governor Mark White. I'm sitting on a Friday at Red's door when he came to work, and I said, "Red, I have got to talk to Mark White today." And he said, "Marty, I'll put the call in." He puts a call in to Mark White. He calls him back. He said, "Mark, you have to meet with Marty today." Mark said, "I can't. I'm in Fort Worth. I'm supposed to be in Houston." He said, "Mark, you don't understand this. We're going to lose SeaWorld. You have got to meet with Marty Wender today." Mark said, "Okay, have him come to Austin. I'll fly into Austin. I'll meet with him." I'm running out the door. I said, "I'm driving to Austin right now." He said, "No, don't drive. Go to the airport. My plane will be there. We'll get you to Austin there. I want to make sure you get there." It was that conversation with Mark White who made the call to William Yovanovitch and convinced him that if the first 2 sites didn't work, take the third one. I was fortunate enough, I was the third one. Red was a salesman like me. He taught me everything I know about selling. And whenever Red had a sales job, whether it was James Michener wrote the book Texas, whether it was David Robinson when he was trying to choose if he was going to choose a team after he served his 2 years in the Navy to help sell that, or whether it was a Board of Regents, UT Board of Regents, who we were trying to convince to invest money in San Antonio in a biomedical research park. He said, "Marty, would you take him a ride in your helicopter?" And we did, and Red always told me that I used the helicopter better than anybody else to sell San Antonio. I was very fortunate in San Antonio to be a part of what the people of San Antonio before me, the generation of Red McCombs, they built the foundation. I knew that Henry Cisnero was going to take it off to another level, as Red did. And I'm very, very fortunate in my life to have had Red McCombs a part of it. Red, I'm going to miss you. I love you for everything you've done for me and San Antonio and the state of Texas and the University of Texas. Hook 'em horns.